Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders and from 1964. Wayne Fontana is my special guest this morning. Wayne, good morning.
Morning, David. How are you?
I'm very well. It was a funny old title, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, they don't write songs like that anymore.
They don't.
They don't.
It was a cover version of an American song.
It was by, what was his name?
Major Lance.
Major Lance. You see, my memory's not what it used to be. Just let me I'll put you in my good ear, then I can... Hang on.
Have you got a good ear?
It's either the telephone phone line or I'm going deaf.
I know the feeling. All the things that we used to joke about have come true, haven't they?
They do, don't they? And that one about the... no, I won't mention that, no.
No, don't mention that. Going back to those early days, you were a Manchester band.
Yeah.
And although it was the time of the Mersey beat, there were some good bands that came out of Manchester.
Well, if it wasn't for the Beatles, I think Manchester would have been the biggest name going, because there were more bands in Manchester and the surrounding districts than in Liverpool.
Go on, name a few.
What was it? Ryan's Daughter. no, sorry, that's a film. There were the Hollies, Freddie and the Dreamers, Herman's Hermits, Wayne Fontana.
Who's he?
He used to be in a group.
Now, I've got to talk to you about your name, because all your hits were on Fontana Records, and a lot of people thought that you took your stage name from the record company, but that was not so, was it?
No, but I dined out on that for years. You know, because they used to think my dad owned Fontana Music. But no, it was taken from, what was it? I think it was some sellotape called Fontana.
No, it wasn't. Come on.
No, it was Fontana. It was from DJ Fontana, Elvis Presley's drummer.
Yeah, like most of us, I guess you were a big Elvis fan.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, his early stuff, I wasn't too keen on him when he went religious.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm a religious man myself, but I think he went overboard.
Well, I think the early stuff, the Elvis rock and roll was the best, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, Heartbreak Hotel and things like that. We all had do you remember we just tuned into Luxembourg?
Yes.
And all these things came on, and you thought, oh, I mean, there is more to life than Perry Como.
Well, Luxembourg was the only station at the time that played rock and roll. But
it was. I mean, when you could get the station, I mean, it was like having one of those cat's whiskers, wasn't it? You couldn't just tune in and have it perfect. But sorry.
Well, I say you certainly paid attention to the radio, because you spent the whole time twiddling the dial.
You did. You had to be with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those. Looked like a. Was it the Pifco? It looked like a toaster.
Yes.
Do you remember those days?
Yeah. We had a listener this week tell us that she remembers the Beat Show on BBC Radio from Manchester, and you were on that quite a few times.
Well, it was from Hume, and I think we had basically most of the stuff started in Manchester, didn't it? I mean, Top of the Pops in the Church.
That's right. You
were on the Duddy Show.
Yeah.
I remember. Well, where was that filmed?
Disbury in Manchester.
And they also did Dewey Green was from there, wasn't he? Opportunity Knock.
And I mean that very sincerely, friends.
I mean, and you did you let me do the very first link. I came in one Christmas.
You did.
And you were in this. Why did they have you in that box?
Well, it was a very small studio. It was actually a broom cupboard in an old theatre.
I couldn't believe that you had to sit in there just to do the link.
It was hot, but you came in with me, 2 people in there.
Well, that was it. It was full.
Cool.
And I did the time check for New Year.
You were brilliant.
Oh, it was fantastic. And then the Dodd Show was great, wasn't it?
Dodd's Music Box.
Oh, fantastic.
What were the TV shows you did, Wayne?
Which ones?
Yeah, what were the big TV shows you did?
Oh, I did. I've done The Archers.
That's radio, by the way, but never mind.
I've done all. No, the big ones were all, Thank You Lucky Stars, Top of the Pops. There were quite a few around then.
Let's talk about the Beat Show, because one of our good listeners remembers that. It was done on a Monday night at the Playhouse Theatre in Hume in Manchester.
It was, yeah.
Went out Thursday lunchtimes on BBC Radio on the old Light programme.
Right, and even Joe Loss used to pop up there to be with us.
Well, it was Bernard Herrmann with
Bernard Herrmann and the NDO.
The Northern Dance Orchestra. I used to introduce them, say, it's Bernard Herrmann and the NDO, the band with the beat that's reet. Can you believe that? I mean, it sounds so corny today. And then the band would play, they would do like cover versions of Herb Alpert songs.
Yeah.
And then when you came on, all the girls screamed, because what they really wanted to see was the beat groups of the day.
I know, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yet it was like Friday night's music night with pop thrown in.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And then we'd all meet up on Monday night. All the bands and the groups would meet up on Monday night at Mr. Smith's club.
Yeah, Mr. Smith, the first club to have gambling in Britain.
Was it really?
Yeah.
What I remember was that it was a place where all the bands used to meet, and it would be people like yourselves and the Searchers and the Swinging Blue Jeans and all the great groups from that time would meet up and chat together and have the odd glass of something together on a Monday night. It was great.
That was the old after-hours drinking bar, wasn't it?
It was the after hours. In those days, it was outright. We were actually allowed to drink after midnight.
I know. You can't even smoke in the street now.
You can't. No. Now, although the 60s was the time of Mersey Beat, as we said, lots of bands came out of Manchester as well.
Yeah.
And in 1965 came your biggest hit. This was it. Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders, number 2 in 1965 of The Game of Love. Do you remember what it was that kept you off the number 1 spot?
Was it Dominica Nika Nika by the Singing Nun?
No.
No?
I don't think it was. I think it was...
the Seekers, New Seekers.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Oh, according to my records here, it was the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Well, I've been saying for years it was Dominica Nika Nika by the Singing Nun.
Well, I tell you what I'll do. I'll double check that. I may have got it wrong because
I'm sure it. No, if you double check it, I'm sure it was the New Seekers. Let me shut the door. My budgie's going mad.
Oh right, okay. He ought to know. I mean, he was there at the time. I'm just looking at...
He always wants to get on the radio when I'm on.
I know. Chirping in everywhere,
Chirping everywhere.
Yeah. Now, listen, I found something really funny. I'm going to play it, because I know that you did some commercials, didn't you?
We did a few.
Yeah. Well,
Tizer was the biggest. Do you remember Tizer?
Yeah. Look, I'm going to play one now. See if you remember this.
It's Wayne Fontana, the Mindbenders. Come on.
Come on over to my place. It's the swingin'est place in town. There ain't no tables, ain't no chairs, but there's plenty of coke to go round. Because things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coke, baby. Things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coke. Food goes better, fun goes better, and you go better with Coke. The real life one puts extra fun in you, me, everyone. Things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coke.
And there are other aspartame drinks you can buy.
Do you remember recording that?
Yeah, I do. We got about £200.
£200 for a commercial?
For a commercial,
It's supposed to be a lot of money in commercials.
It was in 63, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've spent it.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You've gone mad and spent it all.
I just went mad.
I'm just looking, while we're talking, I'm looking at the... it was February 1965 was The Game of Love.
Yeah.
And according to the Bible, the Guinness Book of Hit Singles, February 1965, it was You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Was it?
The Righteous Brothers, yeah.
Well, for years I thought it was...
I'll Never Find Another You, which I think you mentioned.
Yeah.
That was just a little bit later. That came on the 25th. Oh, possibly, yeah. So maybe... the other one that was around on the 18th of February was The Kinks and Tired of Waiting for You.
Oh, it wasn't the king.
So they were
You know,
all...
I've been lying for 42 years.
Well, and I can't touch you for it. You'll be okay.